Hi, very good evening to all. My name is Bhavana and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management, and this is for the BCom students for first year in first semester for both general and computer students. Up to now we discuss what is the line organization and what are the characteristics of line organization and what are the types in line organization. Now we are continuing our lecture. Present our topic is what are the advantages and disadvantages of line organization. What are the advantages of line organization? Advantages means first, simplicity. Already we discussed it is the oldest and simplest form of The system is very simple and can operate very easily. Means this line organization, it is very simple and operation is also very easy. It explains the task of every worker in an organization. Even the workers at the lower level can be understand the structure of organization. Means this system is very simple and can operate very easily. The system is very simple and they can operate very easily. And it explains the task of every worker. Means each and every employee, the immediate superior can explain the work at very clearly. Even workers at the lower level can understand, even at the lower level employees also can understand the structure of the organization. So here the instructions passed from immediate supervisor. So each and every employee has to follow the restrictions which are given by the immediate supervisor. So the under level means the lower level employees also can understand the structure very easily. So we can say it is a very simple. This system is very simple and can operate very easily. It explains the task of every worker, means it explains the task of each and every employee in an organization. Even the workers at lower level can understand, lower level employees also can understand the structure of management. Next, directness. Since the authority flow directly from immediate supervisor, already we discussed the authority and responsibility are the instructions we have to follow the immediate supervisor of the particular person. Each employee knows whom he is responsible. Each employee knows whom he is responsible. Means each and every individual knows the particular person is responsible for the other person. Directions means the directions is directly given by the immediate supervisor and the person knows who is responsible for him. Next, fixed responsibility. Duties and responsibilities are clearly defined for each employee. Means each and every employee know their duties and responsibilities. Therefore, they can proceed their work without any confusion or misunderstanding. Means they can finish their work without any confusions or misunderstandings. Every employee knows his or her position and level of authority vested with him in her line organization. Means duties and responsibilities are clearly defined for each employee. Each employee know their duties and responsibilities. Therefore, they can proceed their work without any confusion or misunderstanding. Means they can proceed their work. They can finish their work without any misunderstandings or confusion. Every employee knows his or her position and level of authority vested with him in her life organization. Means every employee knows his or her position and level of authority. Means every employee knows his position for doing their work. So we can say there is a fixed responsibility. Each and employee know their responsibilities and also know their duties. Next, moreover, an employee knows the whom he or she is responsible and who are responsible for her. For example, there is a departmental head. Departmental head is responsible for manager and he give instructions to his supervisor. So the particular person knows who is responsible and whom he is responsible. Means the person is responsible for general manager and he is he give instructions to his supervisor. So whom he is responsible and who is responsible for whom, the particular person knows. In way, responsibility is easily fixed, hence nobody is escaped from the responsibility. Like this, there is a strict restrictions and there is a fixed responsibility. No person can escape, means no person can escape from the responsibility, because here there is a very clear cut responsibility is given. Every person who is responsible for the immediate supervisor. For that system, no person is escape, means no person cannot say I don't know about the information, I don't know about the responsibilities, means here there is a clear cut information given. The immediate person is responsible, the immediate superior is responsible. Next, unity of command. Since the workers are responsible for only one unit of command is made possible, means for every employee there is only one superior only, so the one employee is responsible for the immediate superior. So unity of command is comes under the one person and he is responsible for some other person. And flexibility. This system is flexible in the sense that is subject to a quick adjustments to suit the changing conditions. Means if there is any changes in the environment, so it can absorb directly without any restrictions. It can be flexible, means whatever the change may be, this line organization can easily adopt and absorb. Any changes in policy can be effected promptly in all branches of organization without any difficulty. Means if there is any changes in the organization, so each and every department have some changes, so each and every department is ready to observe the changes without any difficulty, because the structure is very clear and it is very easy and simplest form. If there is any changes occur for changes in outside, so this organization is ready to observe the changes without any difficulties. Next, storage discipline. The vertical arrangement of authority and a singleness of responsibility ensure excellent discipline. Means already we know that there is a board of directors, and next department general managers, next departmental heads, next superiors or supervisors, and we can say here they are employees. Means here the information part should be very clear. So there is a discipline, means he is responsible for him and he is responsible for him, means each and every person know their responsibilities, know their duties. For that they are very followed a strictly discipline. There is no disputes between the top level management, middle level management, so there is a strong discipline. The vertical arrangement, we can say it is a vertical arrangement of authority, we can say it is an authorities, and singleness of responsibility, means general manager is responsible for board of director only and departmental head is responsible for general manager only. Like this vertical arrangement, they follow the strictly discipline. And direct communication. At this system enables direct between the supervisor and his subordinate. Direct communication is possible. Here we can directly communicate. The departmental head is directly communicate to general manager, and general manager is directly communicated to board of directors. So we can say there is no mediators, we can directly communicate with our subordinates, and if there is any not understanding regarding this production, regarding in our organization, so we can ask directly without any wastage of time, so we can directly communicate with our immediate superior. So we can say it is a direct communication. Next, coordination. Since each department is controlled by one man, complete coordination throughout the department is assured. Means each department is controlled. Each department there is a one head, we can say he is a departmental head, and complete coordination to the department is assured. Means he is the only person, he can coordinate complete department. So every department there is a one head, we can say the person name is called departmental head. Then that departmental head create coordination, coordinate each and every employee. Next, quick decisions. Quick decisions are taken by the employees because of unification of authority and responsibility. Means the employees can take very quick decisions, because if in our organization we are producing anything product, for that product there is a new inventory came into the organization, so these workers can take decision, because the workers is responsible only for their immediate superior. So these workers can communicate with the superior and immediately they can take decision. So here there is you can say it is an single authority and responsibility. For that we can take immediate decisions. For the decisions our firm may be benefit. So here it is possible for taking quick decisions. So we can say this is are all the advantages of the line organization. What are the advantages of line organization? It is very simple, already we discussed. And directness, we can direct communicate with our immediate superior. And fixed responsibilities, our responsibilities are already fixed and each and every employee know their responsibilities. And unity of command, there is a one boss and one employee. Next, flexibility, if there is any changes occur in environment, this organization is ready to observe these changes. Next, storage discipline, while the vertical authority, the discipline is very good. And direct communication, we can direct communicate with our immediate superior or supervisor. And coordination, there is a very good coordination. The departmental head can coordinate the complete department. And quick decisions, these employees can take very quick decisions. Next, what are the disadvantages of line organization? Overloading. The source of this system largely depends upon ability of top executive. Hence, this system overloads him and consumes most of his energy with details of operation. Means everything is depend upon the top management. Means the board of directors only can given the instructions. So they are saying they are overloading. Complete power is in the hands of board of directors. So it is one of the disadvantages. Lack of specialization. Since one man has to take decision on various matters, this system does not foster specialization. Means here there is only one person, means the departmental head has to take the complete decisions according to the department. So here not considering the employee specialization. So they are saying it is also one of the disadvantages. Next, inadequate communication. Through this system, ensure direct communication from the top level to lower level. Means top level to lower level, and the only immediate superior only we can communicate. We are unable to communicate the lower level employee to the top level employee. He can communicate only with immediate superior only. So they are saying there is an inadequate communication, means the lower level employee is unable to communicate to the board of directors. And it provides no arrangement for communication from the bottom to top. Means only it comes from the top to bottom only. From bottom to top there is no way to communicate. They may lead to wrong adjustments or wrong decision making of part of executives. Means they are unable to listen the employee's version, so it will take wrong decisions. Next, lack of initiative. Since there is an utmost concentration of authority in hands from the top management, the section head will lose their initiative. Means complete decision making are taken by the top level management only. So they feel like there is a lack of initiatives. And instability. As the success of the system mainly depends upon the ability of one or two persons, the whole organization shall upset and collapse if they leave the enterprise. He is an unstable. Means suppose there is a one board of director, he is very active and he is very good in decision making. Once he is not able, he want to leave the industry, so entire the organization will collapse, because here the complete power is best in the hands of top directors only. For that they want to leave the organization, here the complete collapse will occur. So they are saying instability. For that instability our organization will get lost. These are the disadvantages of the line organization. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt till up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.